first step when removing a pump from an Eclipse dehumidifier is to disconnect the pump cables on the control board. There will be two cables for the pump, both located near the upper portion of the control board. Once the cables have been disconnected from the control board, use the screwdriver to disconnect the ground wire. After both the ground wire and pump cables are disconnected, you can remove those wires from the machine. To do this, thread both wires through the hole on the right side of the control board and pull away from the dehumidifier. After the wires are taken care of, move to the fan side of the dehumidifier. Before you can lift out the pump, you need to remove the screws from the fan bulkhead. There will be two screws, one at the top and one at the bottom of the machine. Next, you need to disconnect the drain tube from the drain fitting on the end cap. To do this, unscrew the drain nut on the end of the drain tube, then remove the nut completely. Set both the end cap and drain nut aside. Okay, now that all the tubes and wires are disconnected, you can remove the pump. Use the end of the screwdriver to lift the pump off of the pump reservoir. Leave the pump reservoir in the machine as you will use it with the new pump. Set the old pump aside, then clean out the pump reservoir and remove any dirt and grime. Now it's time to install the new pump. Before it can be installed, you need to remove the reservoir that you will not need and set it aside. Next, simply insert the new pump on top of the installed reservoir and click into place. Once the pump is in place, you need to reconnect it to the control board. Run the pump wires under the coils and pull through to the control board side. After you thread the wires, simply plug the wires into the control board. Once they are plugged in, pull the ground wire through the opening to the left side. Next, you can reattach the ground wire. Once that is finished, move back to the fan side of the dehumidifier so you can reconnect the drain tube. Run the drain tube back to the drain fitting on the end cap. Next, place the drain nut back on the drain tube and reattach the drain fitting. At this point, it's time to replace the screws in the fan bulkhead so it is secure. Be sure to replace both the top and bottom screw. Finally, place the cabinet back on the machine, screw into place, and you're ready to go.